Hi, it's Mark from Connecticut, back with a reselling video. eBay since '98, Amazon 2 or 3 years. As opposed to my last several videos where I've been waffling about whether or not to sell bread and butter items or the higher ticket items, I'm trying to do a very focused video today. And the title of this video, if I had to list one, would be Intermediate Knowledge on Model Numbers, UPCs, and identifying those through packaging of hard lines. I admire my resellers, my fellow resellers down there in the South, Lonnie and Chad, who do hard lines, and I like to see videos from you guys of examples of stuff that you find out in the wild. And I hope you guys both enjoy this video because it's going to be very specific and short about model numbers, UPCs on hardline goods. I've got two of examples of different hardline goods here where I made that giant move that we've all known since we were kids. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. And there was some assumptions here. I didn't get hurt too bad. And I'll go over that as we move on here. The first thing that I'm going to go into are these push bars. I'm sure we all have seen what these are. It's like a switch. It's a light switch that would be put into, I've just got it propped up there, into a wall at a public building or business. And I saw those in the wild. The boxes are pretty worn. The hardware is still new in the bag. And I looked at the backs of them. There's no toggle clips. And although the surfaces are slightly scratched from not having the plastic on them anymore, I looked behind the plates and there was no dust or debris. And if these were somewhere in a hallway where people were pushing them all the time, or even for a month, they would be destroyed, and any use or exposure, there would be dust and debris from being near people's hands behind them. And it would be almost impossible to get it all out. You would need like to pipe clean it for like an hour and a half. Off topic there. So I bought them as new other, the boxes are destroyed. That particular model is the, so you can see it, it's MS Sedco, I haven't heard of them, 59-HSS, 59-Hotel Sierra. And when I saw these in the wild, I initially got very excited to buy them because of course we look here on eBay, a listing. I don't do the fancy screen share thing. We've got what looks to be the very same thing. And this person is asking, and we know that's different from us sold, for $199 each. And I think I saw a listing where some had sold. My idea being that despite the box's poor condition, maybe a contractor who didn't give a crap would buy them from me if he needed them the next week, and everybody would be happy since they looked to be in good working order from what I could tell. I was wrong. These are not the same model number. This one is 59HSS, but there's a W, as in whiskey, proceeding with a slash before the model number. Even though the metal plate is the same, this is the wireless version, which if any of you know about basic electronics who are watching this video, 20, 30 years ago, you could only do hardwired like that, which is a basic switch, probably interrupts the flow of electricity, or there's a third point, normally open, normally closed, what have you, because it's a safety device. They need to be able to work it in a different manner than a switch on a blender or something. Not really an expert, but 3 toggle points. That one in the picture, although the front of it is identical, what we've got is behind it, there's probably a lithium ion battery, either the size of a small tube or a 2032 or 2025 or several of them, and a transmitter, like a transmitter on a smoke detector that's wireless in a modern security system, or a door contact, glass breaker, or motion sensor that goes to a nearby panel that then opens the door electronically. And I think the wireless version would go in a situation where they can't drill in to the frame or hallway where the switch is going because it's old wood or historical, but above the door they can install something. Again, probably wireless or hydraulic or powered from a different source. A little bit of more knowledge than we need to, but a huge difference. These, so we're talking 200 each, at least somebody's asking. These, I'm kind of in a bad way. They're maybe worth 50, 55 each, and you can see the hardware's new, but just a huge difference. Not worth taking the risk. In this case, I'm out like this, the price of a small to medium pizza for two. But what if someone had bought 200 or 2,000? And that's what this video is geared towards, and that's why I'm making it. Moving on to the next, assume. These are nice, obviously very large Bosch, or to that extent drill bits that I did a bundle deal at a pawn shop. So a lot of these places, what should be noted right up front, this isn't like Walmart where if a shirt doesn't fit or you get the wrong cover for your motorcycle, you could roll in and take it back. This is one time, one shot, one kill. You have to know what you're talking about. When I scanned these with the Amazon app in the wild that day, and to this very day, they come up as the wrong SKU, the wrong UPC. And that could be painful when you're basing your buying decision on your necessity to resell a product. I'm not using this. I'm not trying to save $10. I'm trying to resell it and make 3x or 4x or 5x. So I did pay up for these more than I should have. It came up as 57 each. There's two of them. And the one it comes up at is a carbide tipped drill bit. I don't think these are. These are for screwing through concrete with rebar. So I would not have paid as much as I did. I probably would have paid half as much. I didn't get hurt. I got other stuff on that deal. But again, Amazon seller app is not always correct. And I think this is a very specific example of how that app can be wrong. The picture is the same, the length is the same, the company is the same, the SpeedX is the same, but one is carbide tipped. Further note, as of 5 minutes ago, the wrong thing that I thought those were is coming up in home entertainment. I could be nice and fix that, and I probably will if I have some time on my hands, but that is screwed up, and someone's going to get screwed on that has the higher drill bits. Final thing with the 2x2x2 SKU wrong, this one worked out in my favor. This is a wireless headset made by Plantronics, and they are the top in the industry for making these. It's for like a call center where somebody's going to be on the phone all day. These are brand new, still sealed, no debris, everything's wrapped, cords wrapped, new from factory. And the individual working at the pawn shop thought they were one thing, and I knew they were other after looking at them for a few minutes. Both editions of this headset are known as the Plantronics Blackwire C725. And even on this side, both editions will say Plantronics Blackwire C725. The difference being is the lower end version, which is this here. I don't know if you can see. If you look up in this corner, which as you are looking at it watching this video is the upper left corner, it is white. There is no label there indicating a further feature. In this version, although it's labeled the same, it says works with Microsoft Link or something. And these are worth, I think, more than twice as much or something to that effect, which as of a few minutes ago, doing a search on eBay, we look, yeah, exactly. The version without that feature, you've got $55, and this isn't just asking price, this is to sold. So they're actually, sometime in the last month or so, selling at $55, and the edition with that little indicator right there, people are asking $110. This does not indicate any sold, but even if it's $90, there's a significant swing in difference with what those are selling for and priced at on eBay. And of course, that's what it's all about. We're not buying this stuff to sit on it. So with that in mind, some final thoughts and maybe an alternative view. of what we're looking at here. And again, I love this stuff about hardlines. Things can change, and editions of things can change. So although I am happy about the black wire headsets, I haven't sold any of this stuff yet. So that might in itself be telling. I have a little bit of money tied up. The headset, Microsoft Link, can disappear. They could stop making it, stop supporting it on Windows 28, at which time I'll be sitting on these because I overpaid for them. Just like Outlook disappeared 5 or 10 or 12 years ago, and that screwed a lot of people up. So that's something to consider. As far as the handicap buttons, disabled buttons, ugly word, and it's an ugly symbol. These have got the symbol of a man or woman, like literally it's supposed to be in a wheelchair. That code could change, and they could get rid of that and have to redo, I can only imagine how many signs and symbols. And it is a little bit of an awkward symbol portraying somebody like that, but that's not the point. These electronically, the code could change as far as the necessity of the wiring, of the wireless, or the switch. So the thing that might not change here is the drill bits. These are designed to go through concrete with rebar. That need for demolition and construction will probably be here, moving forward into the foreseeable future. So that's just my final thoughts as far as screwing up on things and hard lines and model numbers, because the switch and the headset, those are specific to the model number, the traits they have, and the additions. So just a final alternative view. I hope in this video, my viewers, all three of them, one of whom is my lovely wife Francine behind the camera, who saw it live, got something out of it, and I wish you luck with reselling, and hopefully I'll jump in again with a video. Thank you.